Hey everybody, Fishman here. Welcome to another video. This is Fishing Blog number 182, and it's time to take the testing of this filter up to the next level, which is to put stuff in this upper chamber. So far I've just been using it as a splash guard, and it works really quite well, but now I want to put some stuff in here. Now for this part I did not need to take that off, but I saw a couple of undesirable snails in there, and I figured I'd take it out, empty it, and then put it back on. Also, it's a test for seeing how easy it is to take off. And it is very, very simple. And while I was at it, I figured I'd let him out. One thing with these filters, they are very good guppy traps because, well, they're very curious little fish and they pretty much go wherever they want. And if they can fit through the holes, they will. I have some ideas for how to prevent that, but it hasn't really ever caused any problems. So I may or may not ever get to that. So putting it back on is easy. I'm just going to put the air in here just to get some water in it to get it to settle down. And what I want to do is I want to add just a small layer of gravel. Now the only reason for the gravel here is strictly to allow the scuds to have a little bit of a home, because I like having these little, well, basically mini refugiums for them to do their thing. And then of course as the population gets too large, they tend to swim out and they get in the tank and get eaten, which is a nice way of adding extra food for my fish. So yeah, that's all I'm going to do is I'm going to add not even half an inch of gravel in the bottom of this. The high humidity planters in the background that you see there, they have more, and that's fine. These are going to be different. These are going to be more, hopefully, a combination of immersed and submerged plants. And that's what I want to do today. Is I want to, like I said, put a little bit of gravel in here, and then I want to stick in a totally submerged plant, one that well, doesn't survive out in the atmosphere, and that would be, today I'm going to start off with hornwort. Now I have tried this a couple of times, not in this style here, but I have tried taking hornwort and putting it in a confined space. One was a large, I think it was 4-inch diameter piece of tubing. I had acrylic tubing, and I just capped the bottom of it. Put in air, of course, and a couple of holes for the water to escape, and then just had it circulate. And well, the hornwort did not do well in that environment. It didn't thrive. I mean, as you can see in my tanks, it does very, very well. So I'm going to try it one more time. And if that doesn't work, I'll move on to another plant. There's a great many I can pick from, and we'll just keep at it until see what I can grow as, like I said, as a submerged plant. As far as immersed goes, I have a lot that work. I mean, I've been working with the high humidity planters now for a number of years, and I pretty much know exactly which ones will grow, and I'll put something in there. I mean, that will work, so I'm not too concerned with that at all. There you go, a little bit of hornwort in here. I'm going to show you a close-up here in a second, and then, yeah, I'm going to let this percolate, and, well, giving you an update next week just to see if it starts to lose needles or if it's growing really well, just the usual stuff. So like I said, this is just going to be a quick easy test to see how this is actually going to work for this. Obviously this sort of thing, if I were to keep it going and it did well, would need constant pruning, which is a downside for this sort of thing, and I probably will not use hornwort long term, but there's lots of options, so we'll get to all those in time. So, one other thing I want to do today, something I've been mentioning for quite some time, is I need to cull out this tank. There are a number of undesirable fish in here, not so much as, they are going to get fed to African cichlids, kind of undesirable. Usually when I cull fish that have a little bit of a bent spine, you can see a female right there. I just don't want her in the gene pool, so I'm going to take her, put her in my cull tank, which is where I fish out my fish for fish that go into like daycares, that sort of thing, where they just want lots of bodies and some color. I mean, she's pretty, she's just not, like I said, desirable for breeding purposes. And there's a couple of males in here that, well, either don't have enough color, or there's one, I think the next one I'm going to catch here, there he is, right on the left. He is got a ragged tail, and it just isn't up to par. So again, a nice fish for a client's tank. It's just not something I want to breed. So he'll come out, and then I think there's a couple more fish that are, slightly deformed. I think the next male I'm going to pull out has, yeah, that one there. He has a couple of pelvic fins that are not fully developed. Don't know why. Just doesn't. So he's going to come out. And that sort of thing. I mean, my usual process for this is any sort of physical, deformities, like not the proper finnage, scoliosis of whatever kind, fins that are not full, and sometimes even just a lack of energy. This guy doesn't fit most of those, except the two pelvic fins are a little, like I said, a little deformed. He's got tons of energy, and he'll do well in a daycare tank. So yeah, that's the process, and I am getting to the time now where I am doing a little bit more, not so much line breeding, but selective breeding for a little bit more color for the traits that I like. I'm going to show you in the next clip. There's going to be a tank. That's the tank that I have my corridors in, and I'm just tired of it being cloudy all the time. So I'm going to put another one of these filters in there. I won't show you the update for that this week, of course, because I want to let it run for a week before I show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to give that reveal next week, show you how that is going. So yeah, this process, I mean, that's the way filter design works. You take a few things, you try them out, see what you like, see what you don't like, and of course the most important thing is ease of maintenance. If you're not going to do it, it doesn't matter how effective a filter is, it does need to be cleaned eventually, and if you don't want to do it, it's not going to end up, lasting forever, that's for sure. So this is the tank. These are the 3 guppies in here. They're absolutely lovely. She is on the left, is a little bit plain, I suppose, but she's got a good body structure, a good size, and just something I like. He's a lovely male, and that is also a really nice golden female, and they're going to in here, they're going to make some babies. And the other thing I want to show you, of course, is the duckweed process is going. I still find a little bit here and there every now and then, but it is getting harder to find, so that's actually a good thing. Fingers crossed, hopefully they'll get there. But anyway, that's not something I want to consider done yet, that's for sure. These baby crevenses are getting a little bit big, so that means I need to do something about them soon, because Mom and Dad are in the back. You're going to see it at the very end of the clip, and I think they're making more. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these guys. That's the problem with some fish. You breed them, they do really well, and then you have more than you need. Anyway, ongoing fish problem with people who keep fish. Unfortunately, you can't sell these things. So anyway, thanks for watching. Leave comments, let me know what you think about all this, and I will see you in the next video, and bye for now.